This conference will now be recorded.
So we have created we are going to start chart of account setup, and there are 3 steps: define value set, segment structure. Within segment structure, we create instance and then define values. And all this we do from project. We have already created project, right? To go to project, how you go? Click on the username, setup and maintenance. And once you come here, this is setup and maintenance page. Click on this task panel, manage implementation projects. And then if you want to go to your project directly, how? Exactly. Click on overview. It will take you directly to your project. You can search with name also, but if you click on overview, it comes. Click on this project name to do any setup or to perform any task. We are going to set up chart of account now. Task name is manage chart of account. You can write manage chart of account here and then click on search. It will show you, when system is going to show you all tasks related to chart of account here. Which task you want to perform, you can open that. You can try. So now first we are going to set up value sets. Here we have the task name called manage chart of account value sets. Click on this value sets. And here we got manage chart of account value sets. Click on go to task. If you have already value set created, you can find with name. We are creating new. Click on this create. Value set name. I'm giving it a C. Whatever I create from now onward, it may be company name, it may be ledger name, it may be business unit name. I'm going to follow this Oracle 001 as a prefix of my definition. Whatever I define. If I use some unique prefix, it will be easy for me to find data whenever I require. So that is the reason. When you also practice, use some company name or some prefix that is easy for you to remember, so that it will be easy for you to find data whenever you require. Okay. So Oracle 001 company value set. It is this value set we are going to attach to the company segment. Description not required, but you can copy the same. Module, for which module value set you are going to use? It is for GL, general ledger application, or you can say module. Validation type. See, we have here total 5 types, but for chart of account we use only 2, that is independent and dependent. When you select dependent, you can make this value set values to depend on some other value set. For an example, you have 2 value sets, location, or we can say city and state. City you can take dependent. Okay, and when you define city values, you can make city values dependent on state. Let's say I have Telangana state created. So within Telangana state, we have different cities, let's say towns or cities, whatever. So all towns, cities, villages, whatever you create for under city for so and so state, you can depend on so and so state. So one value set values can depend on some other value set values. When you make it dependent, with that only you can select, you can't select. Let's say for an example, I want to select Hyderabad city. I can't select Hyderabad city without selecting Telangana state, because Hyderabad city become dependent on Telangana state. So dependent, independent. We are going to see that later when topic comes. As of now, independent. Select independent when you practice. Value data type. How do you want your data? I want in characters. Data when I create, it's nothing but values. When I create values, I want it in characters. Security, we will see this security later in future, because To use this security, first we need ledger completed. We don't have ledger completed. So when we complete ledger setup, we can use this security. And value subtype text. I want values in text. And what is the maximum length of value you want? I'll go with 4. That means 4 characters only I can use as a value. I can't use more than 4. How this 4 character works, you will understand in the third step now. Okay. In the third step, you will understand. Minimum, maximum. Let's say I said minimum 1000, maximum 9,999. I can't go beyond 9,999. That means I can't use alphabets. Beyond 9,999 alphabets, right? I can't use alphabets. I can't use less than 1000. If I want to take 0009, it won't allow. Because minimum 1000 you have to start, maximum you can reach up to 999. Your values must be between this range. If I take, then I can define anything I want. I can define one ABCD, ABCD1, whatever alphanumeric, anything from 0 to Z. 0 is the first value, Z is the last value, right? So 0 to Z, anything I can define. But do not take anything in minimum and maximum values as it is optional. Not required to write anything here. Uppercase only, that means only alphabets. It will not allow you numeric to use. Zero fill, see, I have given 4 characters maximum. This zero fill works only for numeric when you are taking. How it happens? Maximum length is 4 characters. If maximum 4, what is minimum? 1, right? If I want minimum also 4, then enable this option. What system do? If you take 1 character, system add 3 zeros before the character to complete the character size. Adding zeros, it will complete the character size. That's what it is, zero fill. System fills zeros to complete character size. Got it? If you write 2 characters, it will add zeros and it will complete the character size. Clear? So these fields are optional, not required to use. Save and close. Same way, I'll create 2 more. I'll use 3 segments for this training: company, department, and account. Okay. If you want, you can use location, division, and all. But in first time when you practice, you also use these 3. Second time when you practice, you can use more than 3. Dependent and characters. I want it in characters. Subtype text. Then 4 characters. Okay. You can take 1 character also if you want. You can take 10 characters. You can go up to 30 characters. But values, when you see normally how we do, let's say a company, I'm defining it as TCS or Tata Motors, or let's take Oracle 001 Electronics Limited. So this is more than 4 characters, right? Total name. Then I'm giving 4 characters. It do not fit in 4 characters, isn't it? What we do, we will take it as description, and the value actually will be in code, like this. You can take up to 4 characters. Whatever you want, you can code it with numeric or alphanumeric. Values we create as code, and for that code, there will be description. The description is actually the reason of using accounts. Okay. So you can use 1 character, 2 character, 3 character as you want. You can go up to 30 characters, but more characters if you use, it will be difficult for users to remember. That's why we take minimum 5-6 characters, or maximum you can take, minimum from 2 characters, maximum 8-9 characters. Don't take more than that, because it will be difficult for user to remember, right? Save and close. and module is GL, independent, value set character, text, and how many characters? 4. Save and close. These 3 segments, I'm going to define 3 segments: company, department, account. That's why 3 value sets created. If I'm using division also, I have to create value set for division also. If I'm using location, I have to create value set for location also. Save and close. Done. Value sets are created. Now next, segment structure. We have to create segment structure, and the task is here: manage chart of account structure. Manage chart of account structures. Click on go to task. I hope you guys remember we have discussed about chart of account structure and said we create under accounting flex field, right? Flex field name. See, code I don't know because we can't remember the code Oracle provided. But name of the flex field, yes, it is always accounting flex field. So you have to find with accounting. If you find with accounting and search, we got here accounting flex field, right? We got here accounting flex field, which is under GL application, isn't it? See, it is showing edited mode. Maybe somebody else is creating chart of account now. That's why somebody is working on chart of account. That's why showing edited. We can also create our chart of account. Here we have to create structure. We go to manage structure. To create structure instance, we go to manage structure instance. Click on manage structures and create a new structure. Name of the structure, what do you want as name? Description. See, structure code, it can be anything. You want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can write. Name, it can be anything because free text. When it is free text, you can write anything, right? You can write anything as name. Description optional. Even you don't write, no problem. Delimiter is nothing but separator. See what exactly is separator. We have 3 segments. We are going to define 3 segments: company, department, account. Between these 3 segments, you need a separator. Something as a separator. Let's see, when you are writing a date, between date, month and year, there will be separator, right? Dash or slash, something you put, comma, anything you can write. With that only it is separating, isn't it? If you don't write separator, if you write that without separation, then it will be difficult for someone to understand what date it is. If somebody knows, they can. If somebody don't know, they need to focus on that, then they need to understand, right? So that is why Oracle provided use some separator between the segments. You have company, department, account. When company, department, account, 3 segments you are using for accounts, there must be separator between these 3 segments. So I'm going to use dash. You have different options here. So let's use, mostly in companies use dash as a separator. Dash or this slash. Okay. And keep it enabled. Save this. After you save this, place get enabled. Here we add segments. This is just the name of the chart of account, name and code of the chart of account. Now we are going to add segments. Click on create. Segment code, company. API name. What exactly is API name? This is for reporting and any integration points. You want to integrate with one server to other server, or you want to use some name for reporting. This will be the name for showing reporting and any data integration. Name of the segment, description I'll provide the same. This is the first segment, sequence number 1. You have to take in serial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not like 10 first, second one is 1, third one is 5. No, take it in serial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to how much we can define segments? 30 maximum. prompt is nothing but how do you prompt to the user. It will prompt to the user as segment name. I want same. You can take the same name. Short prompt, you can take the same name. Keep it enabled. Display width. Let's say this name is more than 10 characters. You want to display up to 10 characters only. Sorry. It will display only up to 10 characters. Let's say you have this name as 50 characters. You see 50 characters you don't want to show. Only first 10 characters it will show to the user. Not so it depends how much they want. See, mostly company want to show full name. So it will be, we will take normally in real time as 30, because up to 30 characters, one word cannot be more than 30 characters. Any word you write, spelling, it cannot be more than 30 characters. It will not. Even if you find in all dictionary, you will not see more than 30 characters one word. So 30 characters up to it will show to the user. Okay. And then column name. Here we have segment names, segment 1, 2, 3, 4. Segment also you have to take it in serial. These segments are up to 30. 30th is the last segment. You will not see more than 30 segments. And then value set. Just now we have discussed value set we attach to segment. So here you need to attach value set. You can find from the list of values. You click on drop down, search. I got all three: company. Okay. See, yesterday we have discussed, chart of account theory, when we have discussed about chart of account in theory. If you remember, I said company we take it as what? As balancing segment, because company level only we prepare trial balance. As per logic, trial balance, debit total and credit total must be equal in accounts, right? If you want both equal, see, we pull trial balance data with company name in chart of account, isn't it? So when you pull data with company name, your debit total of accounts, your credit total of accounts with so and so company name must be equal. Then your trial balance is tallying, isn't it? And that happens only if you have something as a company as a balancing segment. It will make sure whatever debit company, the same company in credit also. Okay. If there is a debit, there must be correspondence credit for the debit. So we have to see segment label. What is the segment label? Segment label is nothing but it's an identification of segment. See, this segment identification, nothing as of now. I said balancing segment, but where we have enabled as balancing segment? No. Through segment label, you can make system to identify this company segment we are using as balancing segment. We are making system understand this company segment. I want it as balancing segment. So what we do here, we attach primary balancing segment to the company. Now company becomes balancing segment for your data process or accounts journal entries posting. Save and close. What if you don't attach identification? See, there are two identification minimum: balancing segment, natural account segment. I said two mandatory segments, right? Minimum two you have to use. And one I said accounts, one I said balancing segment. See, you create account and you post account minimum for what reason? Minimum for your financial reports. And we prepare all financial reports with company details. Yes or no? That is the reason we use company as a balancing segment, minimum that is required, and account for accounting purpose. Without these two minimum, you can't use. These two labels, segment labels, these two segment labels you have to use minimum. We have many segment labels, but these two minimum you have to use. This two minimum, and remaining all even you don't use, no problem. Let's create next. Click on create. Department. Name, description, I'll give same. Sequence number 2. 30 maximum characters. And here column name, segment 2. And here segment name you have to write. You can select from list of values. If you know the name, you can write directly name. See, usually department we call it as what? Cost center. In company's department is nothing but cost center, right? Who actually do expense, and departments are actually make revenue, generate revenue for business. So department we will use at cost center. So I'm going to make system understand department. I want it as cost center. The performance of this segment, I want it as cost center, where I track all my expense and revenue information. Okay. So department involvement must be there when you do some expense or some revenue when you generate. Clear? Same and close. But it is optional, not required to make department as cost center. Optional. Only two mandatory, that is balancing and accounts. Department, if you don't want to make it as cost center, leave it. Not required. Create third. Account. And this column number is 3. See, already we have used 1 and 2. If I use 1 and 2 again, no, it will not accept. When you try to save, it says segment number is duplicate. It will not allow you to save if you take the same segment number again. If you take even sequence number again, it will not allow you to save. And if you take name or code or API name, same again, it will not allow you to save. They all must be unique. Okay. And for account label, we are going to attach is see, this segment labels we call in EBS as qualifier. Qualifier replaced with label name. We call it as FlexField qualifiers in EBS. Now in Fusion, we are calling it as segment labels. In EBS, we call it as FlexField qualifier. Here in Fusion, we call it as segment labels. Okay. You remember this? See, wherever we have different terminologies in EBS and Fusion, use is same, but the terms are different. I'm going to discuss about that. Just remember, because in interview they may ask you. If they are asking you, so in EBS, what we call this segment labels, it is called FlexField qualifiers. And also, whatever terminologies are changed for the same function, I have that in the Word document. I'll share with you guys. You can follow them. What terms we call it as in EBS and how it has changed in Fusion. Okay. The 3 segments are created. Save and close. Done. Now these 3 segments are master. These are structure, right? These are like masters. From this, we have to create instance now. Instance for your company. Click on Manage Chart of Account Instance. Create. Name. I'll give name as same, description you can write same. Make sure this is enabled. If you disable, this instance will not be in use. Dynamic combination creation alert. If you disable this option, system don't allow you to create a combination of these 3 segments. If you enable, it allows. We disable this option once we complete implementation. And why we disable, I'll discuss that later. I mean, to discuss about this function, I need ledger completed first. So we don't have ledger completed. Just make sure you also enable. It will be already enabled, don't disable it. And the use of this function we will discuss later. Structure name. What is a structure name? Cloud. Oh, it's Oracle 001, right? Here we go. This is a structure name, and all three segments are displaying here. Let's say this instance we are creating for electronic company. We have two companies, electronic automobile. Let's take an example. This instance I am creating for electronic company. Electronic company said I want only two segments, company and accounts. I don't want department and all. So you enable only company and account. Select, edit, required, and OK. Account, select, edit, and say it as required, and OK. Department will not show you. This instance we are going to use while creating ledger. For which company? For electronic company. And when you create journal entries for that ledger, you will create journal entries with company and account. That's it, no department. And there is one more company called Oracle 001 automobile company. For that automobile company, you want all three segments. You create one more instance where you enable all three. And that instance you will attach to new ledger created for motors. And then you will get three segments all for creating combination. Clear? So this is how the instance uses. You can create n number of instances from one chart of account structure for different company. What all they want segments. Let's say we have three companies: electronic, motors, that is automobiles, and we have one more industry called power plant. Let's say automobile, power plant. They want three segments. I mean all three. We have three now, right? All three segments they want, but electronic want only two. So how many instances we have to create? Only two. The reason because automobile company and power plant company want same segments. So why do you create two different instances for them? One instance is enough. You can use within one ledger. Two companies you can use within one ledger, isn't it? When you have same requirement, don't create multiple. If you have different requirements, then you have to create multiple. Got it? And there is department also. I'll enable all three. Even you want to change value set in future. Actually, we don't change value set once structure is ready to use for end users. From here we change, but not at structure level. We don't change at structure level, we change at instance level. Okay. Save and close. Done. Complete chart of account. I mean, this complete segment setup is done. We have created structure and then structure instance to use for our chart, for our ledger. While setting up ledger, we are going to use this structure instance, the one we have created now. So we are done with structure setup, or you can say segment setup. Now we need to deploy this. What is the meaning of deploy? I'm not asking about this deployment, normal deployment. What is the meaning of deployment? It's nothing but finishing touch, you can say. So we have to deploy, see whatever we have created now, that is segments, and we have attached value set to the segments, we have attached segment label to the segments. So all these need to be deployed somewhere in the backend, and it has to generate a table to save our accounts in future, right? Because all data is creating, all accounts are creating through chart of account only, right? You need to save somewhere, isn't it? This structure need to create somewhere in the backend table, and where actually your accounts are going to generate. For that, you need to deploy. If you do not deploy, you leave it, your chart of account is not in use. That means in backend, chart of account structure is not created. The structure, whatever you have created here in the front end, need to save in the back end. It has to create this same structure in the back end also. For that, you need to complete deployment first. Without deployment, it will not work. So you need to click on deploy flex field. See, when you deploy this flex field, deployment is not only for your single chart of account. It does for the entire application. I mean, it does for the flex field complete. Under one flex field, we have hundreds of chart of accounts, right? It check all chart of accounts. Anywhere a problem is, then system throw error. Remember, anywhere system find a problem, then system throw error. Not only your chart of account, any other chart of account also system throw error. And you have to read the error and you have to go to that chart of account and correct it, then deploy it again. In EBS, we call it as compile, and that compile works only for single chart of account. You don't do for all. You don't do for complete flex field. But in Fusion, that is changed. It is not for single chart of account. That compile name change as deployment, and this deploy you do for complete flex field, not for single chart of account. When I say complete flex field, all chart of accounts, whatever chart of accounts are there under the flex field. There may be hundreds of chart of accounts. It does validation for all. If any chart of account got a problem, you get error, and you need to read error message, and then you need to correct that information. This deployment takes 2-3 minutes of time. So meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Actually, this is deployed very quickly, but normally it takes 2-3 or sometimes 5 minutes also. Any questions? If you don't deploy and just leave it, then your chart of account is not in use. When you try to use select chart of account while setting up ledger, it will not show you. Same way in EBS, after we create chart of account, if you don't compile is nothing but deploy here. If you don't compile your chart of account you cannot use at ledger level. If you want to use chart of account, you want to attach chart of account to your ledger, then first you need to compile it. So that is the reason we have compiled. See, deployment completed successfully. Okay. Now you got green color tick. It says deployed, isn't it? In case if you get round with cross like a danger, then there is an error. And to understand the error, deployment error message, click on this. There is no error, that's why it is not showing. It will give you the error description. In that description, you will see which chart of account got a problem. It will be like coding, but somewhere if you see the entire description, somewhere you can see your chart of account name. Not your, some chart of account name. If problem with your chart of account, it will show you your chart of account name. If some other chart of account, that structure name it will display. You have to copy that structure name, find that structure name, correct it. How to find and how to correct? Manage structures. Write that structure name. Let's say my structure name is. You will get it here. Edit and correct it. Edit and you need to correct whatever you want to correct. Clear? The problem comes because of somebody who create chart of account, they miss assigning qualifier. Balancing segment, natural account, these two. The problem comes because of somebody create only one segment and they don't create only account segment. They don't create company and department and all. I mean, company is balancing segment is required. They don't even create that segment. So this type of error comes. Error because of this reason. If you are using two qualifiers, that is balancing and accounts, that is natural account qualifier or segment labels. If you are using these two, you have created minimum 2 segments, you have attached this 2 for each one, you will not get error 100%. Because of this reason only error comes. There is no other second reason. Clear? Done. Now next we are going to create values. Manage chart of account value set values. Today last step. You have time, right? It will take more 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Ajinkya, 15 minutes.
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Manage chart of account value set values. Click on go to task. Now we are going to create values for that value sets. We need a values also, right? If you don't create values, for an example, if you don't create values, what happens? There is no data to create accounts. Accounts create with values only, right? Segments is a structure. Let's say you have created a building, but there is no item in the building floors. Then it's no use of building, isn't it? If you want to use it, then you have to place the items whatever you want to use. So here, if I want to use my chart of account, then values must be there to use to create journal entries, because values we use to create journal. Okay, so find your value set name. All value set name or code starts with Oracle 001. Search, and we got here company, department, and account, all three. First, we will create company. Click on edit. Sorry, not edit. Select your company and click on manage values. We have something called manage values. Click on this manage values, and here add or create, you can say. See, this maximum size is 4. The reason 4? Because in value set we have written 4 maximum size. Yes or no? It will not accept more than 4 if you provide. When you save it, throw error if you take more than 4 characters. And less than 4 characters you can take. Description. Okay, you can write some company name. So this value we use for so and so company transaction in accounts. Okay. See, we can also write this name as a value, but when you have a description option, why you provide value as a name? Just code it so that it will be secured. I mean, user have some code, and it is not easy for them to remember, right? So always see, company prefer to go for codes, but not same name, isn't it? That's why we are using this code, and this code is nothing but this electronic limited company. Keep it enabled to use. Started, ended, not required. If you want to keep active from so and so date to so and so date, then you provide. Otherwise, not required. Sort order, not required. And then summary. See, summary is nothing but we have something called parent option. Let's say I have 3 companies in one chart of account in one value set. That is Oracle 001 Electronics Limited, Oracle 001 IT Services, Oracle 001 Automobiles. These 3 companies I want to group. These 3 companies I want to group. Then I have to create one value as, let's say this is 1000, 2000, 3000. And for these 3, I'll take summary as no, because these are not parent values. These are each individual value, isn't it? I'll create one value as 9999. I'll create it as Oracle 001 parent company, and this one I'll make it as yes. And this parent will make this all 3 as a child. It's nothing but we are grouping multiple companies in one value. We are grouping multiple companies in one value. We are creating one parent value and for that parent value, other values we are making it as child. See, there is a concept we use this parent and child, even especially for reporting. You want 3 companies report in one shot. Create one parent value, use parent value to get the report. All 3 company data come in one shot. Got it? So there are some reasons we use this parent value concept. We'll discuss that later when the topic comes. As of now, I'm just explaining there is an option called parent value if you want any parent value. Let's say even one more in accounting, not this company, account segment. You want to group all current assets in one, all fixed assets in one, all current liabilities in one, all fixed liabilities in one, and let's say all operational expenses, admin expenses, right? You can group these all in some parent. So when you want to see current assets, use that parent value as current asset and get the data. It will give you all child under that current asset, all data created with that child. So you got a report with only current assets. You got the point. So this is the reason we have an option to create parent value. Okay. There are so many reasons. I'm giving you examples now to make you understand what exactly this summary option. Here they have given it as summary, but in EBS it is called as parent. The name is replaced with summary. Allow posting, yes. See, with this value we are going to create accounts. So of course we post value, right? I mean, every account you create, it has to post in ledger. If you do not post, that will not come on the report. So every accounts we create, we post, and even this company is a part of accounts now. So yes, allow posting, yes, we post values, and allow budgeting, yes. What is this allow budgeting? What is budget? What is the meaning of budget? Reservation of amount. Before you incur expense, you reserve in advance and you use it from the reserve amount reserved, isn't it? Budget is nothing but it's an estimated reservation. We estimate what is going to be and we reserve that amount for use, isn't it? For this company, tomorrow if you want budget, then keep it as yes. And it is always advised, allow posting, allow budgeting, always take as yes for any value you create. Because posting, of course, yes, because you need to post every value you create as a part of accounts. Allow budgeting, use yes, because if tomorrow you want budget to define, you can define it. Okay. Save and close. Now for department, see, you can create multiple also. I go to manage values. You can create multiple, create again, you can create n number of companies. I'm creating one now. And for department, click on create. Sorry, thank you. Department, click on manage values and then create. You can take same code, no problem. Within one segment, you can't take same code within one value set. These are 2 different value sets, right? You can take same code. Description. Here also allow budgeting, allow posting, yes. For every value you create, allow budgeting, allow posting, you need to keep it as yes. Again, create. Like this, you can add n number of values. Is there any limit to add values? No, there is no limit. Okay, I'm just adding 6 values, but if you have many departments to add, you can add by practicing. Save and close. Next, we are going to add values for accounts. Select accounting segment, management. See, for company I have created only one value. For department I have created 6 values. But accounts are so many. How many types of accounts we have? 5. What are those 5? Assets, liability, income or revenue, you can say, expenses, owner equities. Owner equities we call it as. Capital comes under owner equities. Even net profit of the business comes under owner equities. That is nothing but retained earning. So these are the 5 types of accounts. Under each type, how many expense accounts are there? So many. How many asset accounts? There are so many. How many liability accounts? There are so many. How many revenue accounts? There are so many. Each product you sell is revenue. And how many owner equities? There are so many. So you have so many accounts for each type of account. There are hundreds of accounts. The account comes from the nature of the transaction. Yes or no? Whatever the nature of the transaction, account comes from the nature of the transaction. And it is not easy for one to remember all these accounts. Even chartered accountant, if I ask CA, can you tell me the accounts comes under expense? Do you think he can say all accounts? He may say rent account, tax account, stationery account, and all, so and so, so and so, so and so. That's it, etc., etc. But nobody can tell all accounts because account comes from the nature of the transaction, isn't it? In the real time, what we do, we provide them to collect data. We provide them Excel. We ask them to provide all accounts, whatever they are using in the previous technology. Same accounts we create in Oracle also. They are doing some accounts in the Tally or some software. We ask them to provide and provide with code, and we create that in the system. We provide them all fields, whatever information is required for creating accounts, and we collect and we create here in the system. Even this company department data we collect in Excel and then we create, because they need to provide, right? As a client, they provide, we create. Even these codes and all, everything is decided by client. You don't decide this. For training, I'm just giving 1000, 2000, but in real time, client decides this. Okay. For accounts, there are so many codes. There are so many data, so much of data that we need to define. So what I'll do, I'll show you 2-3 codes how to create for accounts, and then we have one value set provided by Oracle to use for training and practice purpose. I'll be using that value set. But before I use that, let me show you how to create accounts first. Select this and click on Manage Values, Create. Let's say this is cash. Okay. Enable, start date, end date, parent value, all these are same. Allow posting, allow budgeting. Only 4 columns are extra here. Remaining all same as you see for department and company. Here 4 columns are provided, 4 fields are provided extra here. And one of these is account type. Cash is what type of account? It is expense, income, assets, or liability, or owner equity. What type of account it is? Cash.
Asset.
Cash is, select asset as a type. See why this account type is required. The reason, because system can give you proper report if you select this type. System gives you what type of account it is, information on the report. To have a proper data tracking purpose, this option is provided. So every account code you create, you select the type of account, and you can use only for that type of transaction only. Clear? Let's say for an example, you're creating vendor. For vendor, you're trying to select account which has type as asset. It will not allow, because vendor is liability, isn't it? It will not allow you to select asset accounts for vendors. You can select only liability type of accounts. Accounts comes under liability. Clear? Third party control account. See, this third party control account we use, it's not mandatory to use. You can select no, but if company want to use, they can use it. And the purpose of using this, let's say you create customer or vendor, there will be control account for customer and vendor, right? Why vendor and customer control account is required? To see in trial balance, what is the balance for vendor? What is the balance from the customer? Yes or no? If you don't have vendor and customer control account, you will never know what is the balance of vendor and customer in the trial balance as a part of accounts. There is no vendor control account. Let's say you are processing vendor invoices and you are making payment. In accounts, there is no information how much we have paid to vendor, how much we have to pay, because there is no control account for vendor, right? So there must be some control account for vendor and for customer, right? So whatever accounts you are using for vendor control, you can select it as supplier control account. They can be used only for suppliers. They cannot use for any other reason. This account I can use only for supplier, that means supplier control account, vendor control account. I can't use for any other purpose. Same way, if you want to use for customer control account, I can't use for any other purpose. Same way, see some accounts, let's say petty cash expense. The accounts we use for petty cash, we don't use in AP and AR, right? Because petty cash normally we directly post as a journal, debit and credit in GL, in the journal book. Yes or no? For petty cash accounts, whatever accounts you're using for petty cash expenses, they can be used only for manual journals creation. It should not be from AP and AR. You can make it as restricted for GL manual journals. That means you can use only for manual journals. You can't use in AP and AR. They cannot be transferred from AP and AR or any even purchasing or sales anywhere from the subledger module. So this is a use of this third-party control account. You can decide for what reason you want to use this account. I want to use for supplier control or customer control or only for manual journals. Or we have third-party. Any other reason, you can just select third-party control. Other than, we have only 3 reasons: supplier, customer, or manual journals. See, when you do transaction, it is because of supplier, it is because of customer, or because of petty cash. There is no other type of transaction in company, right? In other cases, you select third-party control. Any other case you find other than this, then you can select third-party control account. Clear? When you use, let's say, when I say customer control account, this account only for customer control, not for any other purpose. But what type of, see, cash is a third-party control. Can I make it as third-party control cash? No. I don't use as a customer control account or supplier control account. Even I can't make it as only GL and manual entries, right? So that is why I'll just select no. It can be used for any purpose when you select no. Reconciliation, yes. See, this reconciliation we use for subledger reconciliation. How many of you understand subledger reconciliation? AP to GL. See, in accounts payable, we do transactions and we transfer GL journal entries to GL. When you process invoice, when you process payment, there will be journal entries for invoice and payment process, right? All those journals need to transfer to GL. At the month-end time, after closing AP period or before closing AP period, you have to make sure whatever accounts are created in AP, same accounts posted in GL. If you, when you prepare a reconciliation between AP to GL, it will give you all GL balances, all AP balances. If you have any difference between AP and GL, then some entry may not transfer from AP to GL. Yes or no? So that reconciliation is required. If you don't reconcile, then how do you know all entries transferred from AP to GL or not? You need to know, right? For that reconciliation, we say yes. And we do reconciliation with which account? From AP, common account is vendor account. AP, the use of AP is vendor, right? Even you make payment, vendor account. Even when you process invoice, vendor account. Without vendor account, no AP module. Only vendor accounts, and for AR customer accounts, we select reconciliation as yes. We do reconciliation from AP and AR, subledger reconciliation we call it as. Okay. For other accounts, you can keep it as no, because cash you don't reconcile cash with subledger. Normally, cash reconciliation we do when we do bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation, you don't require these to select as yes. Okay. Financial category, this is cash. what category account it is. You have to select category. This category is not mandatory, optional. Same way, I'll create one more. Let us create expense. Let's say stationery. Third party control account, what type of account it is? Expense. It is third party? No. It is stationery expense. Reconciliation not required for expense accounts. It is operational expense. Stationery comes under operational expense, right? For business operations, stationery is required. Yes or no? Operating expenses. Same way, every account you need to add, whatever accounts are provided. You got the logic, right? How to add accounts. So this is how we add accounts. I said, and I'll not save it, just cancel. Sorry. Corporate account or corporate accounts. Yeah, corporate account. This corporate account is provided by Oracle. If I edit this, or sorry, if I click on manage values, see there is no value displaying here. Just click on search. This value set is provided by Oracle. And why they have provided? For training and practice purpose. Because when you are going under training or practicing, it's not easy to remember all the accounts and to create, right? For training and practice purpose, you can use this value set. And all values are predefined here. You have all values created. Whatever accounts we use, all are created here already. That means you don't have to create accounts. Almost every account is predefined. Clear? I mean, for this value set, they have given it as 5. So this is also one value set, right? For this value set, they have given it as 5 maximum characters. For us, 4 we have given, but this is different value set. This is not the one I have created, right? For this, they have given it as 5. So what we will do, if we want to use this value set, what we have to do? We have to go to the structure. Or structure instance, click on go to task and find your structure instance. See, don't change anything at structure level. Structure instance level, make the changes. Manage structure instance. Find your chart of account structure instance. We got it here. Edit. And after you edit, accounts, edit, and change this value set. Done. So what I did, I have removed the value set I have created, and I'm using corporate account value set where I have all accounts predefined. Now I can see predefined accounts with my segment also. Okay. Before using this, why I have shown you how to create value set and how to create accounting values, because you need to know. So now you know how to create account values, accounts values. That's why I'm using this. Now you know how we create account values in the real time. Even you can use this for practice purpose. Okay. Any questions? We are done with entire chart of account setup. See, we have done edit. That's why again deployment status is showing edited. Every time you make some changes, it will show as edited. You have to deploy it again. You can't leave with edited. Every time you make changes, you have to deploy. If you do not deploy, your chart of account will not be in use. The changes will not be effective. So always make sure you deploy every time you make changes. So that's it for today. It will deploy and we will close after deployment. Any questions? Ajankya, you have any questions before I close?
No.
Okay, Ajankya, bye. See you tomorrow at same time.
Yes, Shashank, bye.